Hi everyone and welcome. This is Radzy from Shining in Love and welcome to today's Oracle card guidance. This Oracle card guidance is going to take you from today, which is the which is the 7th of August through to next Saturday, which is the 13th of August 2016. Thank you so very much for your kind energy, your comments, and all the love that you shower upon this space, and thank you for being present. I'd like to begin with a little bit of sage, if I could, just to cleanse our spaces, cleanse your spaces, and share a little bit of sage love to you as well. I would really encourage saging your spaces if you can. If you're allergic or uncomfortable with the actual sage, then there are a lot of sage mists or sage essential oils that you can use, that you can diffuse and spray in your spaces, and that would work equally well. But for now, since I'm a huge lover of sage, this is sage for your space today. Beautiful. There we go. I'm going to put this back in the bowl. This week's guidance comes from my most favorite oracle card deck. It's the Venus Rising by Auti Harma, autiart.com. Beautiful. So I'm going to shuffle, and then we're going to pull 3 cards, and then we are going to see what this week looks like. Now, when I pull the 3 cards, they're like 3 overriding themes of the week. You can identify with 1, 2, or all. You can identify with none, which is perfectly fine. But what these are meant to do is to guide you, is to support you, is, you know, when you're in a particular space or situation, or in a certain kind of, tiff with someone, how can you move forward? How can you choose to breeze through or ride through whatever's happening in your life? So this is like, well, I heard this message in the cards by Radzy, and maybe this is something that I can use. So it's that sort of stuff. It's like you hear it, and then during the week you meet people, you have circumstances, you move through situations, and then somewhere down the line the words or the images or something, comes back to you, and you're like, ooh, this is what this is, or this is how I can move through it, etc. Alright, so I hope this supports you in gliding through the week ahead. I'm going to pull us 3 cards. It's been a while since I've used this deck, so I'm really happy to bring it back into commission. And here we go. The first card, listen to your intuition. Alright, whenever you're in a space this week where you're like, I don't know what to do, come back to knowing the truth in your body. Alright, you know how just as the sun is going to rise in the east, and you know things, you don't know why you know them, it's just that you know them. So I want you to hone in and focus on the inner knowing this week. You have the wisdom, you have the capabilities, you have the skills, you're ready. If a particular situation comes to you, the reason it's there is because you are ready to move through it, to process it, to advance in that particular phase in your life. If you weren't ready yet, it wouldn't have come. The fact is that a part of you is craving that energy, is craving to move past it. And that's the reason why it's come. So when it's difficult and your rational mind cannot really capture the reason, or you can't really figure out, or you're confused, or you have too many opinions swirling in your head, come back to the voice and the truth, the part of you that knows the truth inside you. Alright, the second card is beauty of gentleness. Be gentle with yourself in the upcoming week. Don't rush, stress, overwhelm, or push yourself. all right? There are a lot of deadlines that people put around us. You have to do this, you know, you're 25, you should do this, you're 27, you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, you're 60, therefore you should have certain things under your belt, or I mean, you've gone through this, you should be able to do this. You know, there's a lot of pressure on us, and you know, saying you're useless, or you're pathetic, or you are literally a fool or stupid if you can't get through particular situations. And people around us are really brilliant at putting those labels on us and judging us. So, and we're really good at that for ourselves too, right? You know, if we can't get something right, the first thing we do is curse ourselves because we're not able to get it right the first time. Or, you know, even if it's parenting, even if it's, you know, working things out with your siblings or communicating with your parents, it's like, I can't believe I'm in this mess again. You know, so there's a lot of judging and opinions and labels and, you know, categorizing and branding that comes with making mistakes or not getting things right, or just not being able to move through the situation that's in front of you. If all that happens in your life, if you're in that chaotic, fuzzy, confusing, overwhelming, stressful situation, remember to be gentle with yourself. Remember to take one deep breath at a time. I know that you can handle it as you focus on the truth that you know. All right, so be gentle with yourself. The final card of this week is vulnerability. When this card comes out for you, the message is to extend that gentleness to another person. You know, we're all on our journeys, we're all moving through this space and time continuum with what we feel is best. Now, obviously, what you feel and what I feel are completely different, you know, because of just the way we are, our influences, the way we've grown up, the circumstances, the situations that we've, you know, experienced, and so our way of dealing with situations is very different. So if the same situation came to me, I would deal with it a different way. If it came to you, you would deal with it a different way, and it's the same for all of us. It's amazing to say that if I were in that situation, I would do that. But the thing is that you won't, because if you were in those person's shoes, you can't just put yourself in a person's shoes for that particular moment. You have to put yourself in that person's shoes since they took on this lifetime. You know, since they were that embryo, and then, you know, the baby, and then the baby had its journey. Then when you do that, you realize you wouldn't have done it differently. You know, it's wrong for us to say that if I were in that particular person's shoes or space, I would do differently. Put yourself in that person's place or situation for their entire life leading up to that point, and then if you do that, you'd realize you would not do it differently. And that's a trust and faith that you have in every person inherently, is that they're doing their best, is that they're moving forward with a lot of love and sensibility as much as they can. So I want us to honor that. I want us to honor that we're all doing our best. We're all coming from that space of love, as twisted or as untwisted as it may be, but we're all coming from that space. And let's just be open to that idea. And it's okay for you to share, it's okay for you to come out, it's okay for you to express yourself, it's okay for you to be scared, it's okay. You know, I was watching this beautiful video by Tony Robbins, and he said that, you know, the point is not to be fearless, the point is to do it anyway. So if you're in a place, or, you know, where you are putting yourself in a position of vulnerability, where you're like, I'm just open to the universe's, you know, different energies just pour upon me, and I don't know if I can do it, remember to do it anyway. Okay, so these are our cards for today, is to listen to your intuition, be gentle with yourself, and to, I guess, in a way, give that space to everyone. And if you are in that space yourself where you feel the whole world is just descending upon you, is to remember that you are brilliant and beautiful and amazing just the way you are in this moment. So keep shining, keep believing, and have an amazing week ahead. I will see you next Sunday with another week's reading. Till then, take care. So much love from my heart to yours. Many, many blessings. Goodbye.